To follow, we now welcome Dylan from N1 to share his idea on how virtual reality can help the homebound.
Hello everybody, my name is Dylan Mak and I am 10 years old and I am from New York City. So my grandfather, here's a picture of him, I call him Hobby, is 82 years old. Before I was born, he had surgery because the doctor thought he might have cancer. It turns out that he didn't have cancer, but he did have a massive stroke which left him disabled and in a wheelchair. My grandmother took care of him for 12 years at home, but 3 years ago he was moved to a nursing home because it was too hard for her to take care of him alone. He has been homebound ever since. Even though my grandmother visits him every day, and we try to visit him each month, what my hobby misses most is being in his own home. Have you ever been on a super long vacation where even though you had a lot of fun, when you arrived home you had this feeling of relief? I know I have. Now I fully understand the expression, home, sweet home. I want to give that feeling back to Hobby. Why is this so important? This is my goal because there are many clinical studies that show that people who feel lonely and isolated can experience severe depression. If he can feel connected to us, this can help his overall well-being and prolong his lifespan. I want to bring my grandmother's house to Hobby. But you may ask, Dylan, how are you going to do that? Well, I remember my experience with VR, which stands for virtual reality. Earlier this year, I asked my mom to buy me VR goggles for gaming. When I tried it with the dinosaur app, it felt like the dinosaurs were really coming at me. And here's my reaction. I knew they weren't real, but when they got up close, they seemed so real. But then I thought, what if you could make this look like my grandmother's house so Hobby would feel like he's actually there? Hobby's very happy whenever we see him, but he's always much happier when he comes to his own home for the holidays. In order for you to understand my idea, I need to explain what VR is. You'll only know VR fully when you try it yourself, because it's about the experience and it's hard to describe the emotions you feel in words. But I'll try to explain it. Chris Milk, a filmmaker, once said, VR feels like it's real life. It feels like the truth. So VR is basically the use of computer technology to create a simulated environment. VR places the person that is using it inside an experience. Instead of viewing a screen in front of them, the user is immersed and able to interact with 3D worlds. So my idea is that maybe we can put a 360 camera in my grandmother's living room. Now if Hobby had VR goggles and he connected to the 360 camera, he would feel like he's actually there. Then our family can live stream a video and then call Hobby so we can talk at the same time. He would feel like he's talking right next to us and sitting right next to us from his own living room. Or we could record a video creating a virtual world of my grandmother's house. So even if we're not available, Hobby could see the house when he wants. This is far better than using Skype or FaceTime. FaceTime and Skype is just seeing the person, but not experiencing the person in the same space. In VR, you see what you want to see. You control where you look. With FaceTime and Skype, you only see a face or anything else they show you. You don't feel that emotional connection. So why am I confident that this will work? I've experienced it firsthand and know what it can do. You already know I have VR goggles and what it could do with the game app. I thought that VR worlds were always computer generated or animated until I played this game called Where's Waldo. There you see real people walking all around you. I also even saw a live stream of a concert where it feels like I'm really sitting and watching in the audience. Even the United Nations is using VR films to tell the story of a Syrian refugee girl and to generate greater empathy for people living in those conditions. I know that we already have the technology that allows you to feel as if you were inside an experience, because we already have engineers using VR for power plant inspection, maintenance, operation, and repair. We also already have medical students using VR in order to simulate surgery. We also already have 360 cameras, like for example the Samsung one. So what I'm proposing to do is use VR for social use, one that helps to connect people. Technology is not often used in the same sentence with elderly people, but as we live longer, we have more elderly people than we we should use technology to help them have a better life. In the future, Hobby may not be able to visit us on holidays, and my grandmother is becoming less mobile as she ages, so it'll be more difficult for her to visit Hobby. That's why I have to do something for him, so that he continues to feel connected to my grandmother and help him feel like he's actually home, even though when he can't physically go there. He needs to have the emotional connection to feel like he's with us for the holidays. I truly believe that social applications are going to be the next big step to catapult VR into the mainstream. Imagine you can talk or laugh as if you're next to anyone. Like I can interactively talk to my uncle who's in Korea. Also, another reason for you to consider doing this is that you can do playdates from super far away. Like with my friend Lucas, who is in Chicago. We can each have VR goggles so we can have an interactive playdate. As VR continues to evolve, it needs to be more affordable for all to use. At the very least, I hope you consider doing this for your homebound friends and family. I would like to close this with a quote from my mom. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. I hope you all enjoyed my talk. Have an awesome day, and thank you very much for your time.